Hello everyone. So today, we will gonna be doing task 8.
Task 8,
Task
which is
oh,
the managing and creating user accounts. So,
sige.
ikimasyo.
Sige. Oh, let's start.
Let's start. Okay, na tag video.
Sa'yo na, Lord?
Una
Now just
is
making it the same.
dashboard.
Create and
Go
manage
to
user
dashboard.
accounts within Active
Nasa
Directory
dashboard.
users.
That's dashboard.
Successful career
Yeah.
understands
Skip,
the
skip.
option. The power console.
Klarong
Skip.
live na
Then
ko, no?
you have
Klarong
an
sa akong
interface
live.
to walk you through things instead of just typing in commands.
Okay.
Now in this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to use the logging into your three users and
So,
computers.
nasa sa tools.
Here it's about the fifth or sixth
Wait
one.
lang. Yan
So if we
na yung
select
tanido.
this,
Dapat mo tayo skip.
we'll have active the fifth or
Nasa
sixth one down.
115 nagsugod.
So if we select this,
113.
Interesting. Wala.
we'll have active
Nagsasakan mo ko ng kan. Wait lang. Di na
directory
makita pila
pop-up.
kami.
Naka sa
Now,
cellphone.
if I expand my domain, we can see that I don't really
Okay,
have any kind of
Tapos
structure.
ito siya mga
Just the
folder.
default organizational units domain. We
Dipindot na yung mga
can
kwan.
see it here.
Active
dito na naman.
directory.
Wala pa. Ako pang gi-hover pala na.
There you
It's
go.
like the fifth or sixth one down.
Kasi ito na eh.
So if we select this,
Hmm.
we'll have Active Directory pop up. Okay. Now,
Kasi
if
ito
I
na ako.
expand my domain, we can
There
see
you
that
go.
I don't really have any kind of structure
Tapos,
set up. Just the default organization.
At lang, nagstorya na po siya dire.
So if you're at your workplace, if you already have a structure set up, you should go with what you have. If you're following along in this lesson, then what we're going to do is create our own structure. So I'm going to pretend like we work for a company called IT Fleet. So the first thing I'm going to do is make an organization unit called IT Fleet. So I'm going to right click on the root.
Right click nyo kung right click nyo CCS.
Command. We're going to choose new.
Tapos
We're
new
going to choose organization
unit.
unit.
Ito.
yun na, dito. Right click. Tapos,
Right click. Tapos new
organization unit.
Okay.
Tapos, CCS,
Click OK.
Ayun sa to,
And then
sa to.
inside,
Ito to, nasa gi-uncheck. I-uncheck niya yung protect container.
Wait
Wala.
lang. Project
call this
container.
IT.
Gi-check lang gyapon niya lang.
Click
I-check
OK.
na niya okay. Okay siya diretso.
Okay, no?
Okay niya diretso.
Then inside of this,
Gamay nga CCS, suda ko nga CCS. Or na nilang gyapon.
Tanaw daw sa main daw nimo. Created.
Man eh, CCS.com. Sa gugam yan na to, ne?
Pagam niya na nato para makabalutan sa nakalahi.
Sige. Okay, gamay na, Lord.
Okay.
I want to have an administrators OU where I can put all my domain administrators, and then I want to have a users OU where I can put all of my users, people who just work on the computers or just people in the IT fleet, and I'll choose new.
Nag-new na po siya tapos organization unit na po dito sa IT fleet.
New, tapos organizational unit. That the administrator.
And I'm going to type administrators.
Administrators. With S,
Okay.
Administrators.
And then we'll do the same
Maklaro
thing.
na nimo.
Medyo.
And we're going to select organizational unit.
Klaro man ako
we'll
na.
make one for just users. So we'll just call this domain users. And we'll make one for just users.
So,
okay, now we have
administrators.
Tapos nagbuhat na po siya isa para sa domain users.
Organizational unit, yapon, no?
And we're going to select organizational unit.
Same
we'll
shit.
make one for just users. So we'll just call this
Domain
domain
users.
users.
With S,
Okay, entirely up to both administrators. I did. So so far we.
So natin siya sa admin, nag-new siya,
we're going to choose user.
User.
So far we've been
Admin, new user.
At lang. For a minute.
using the administrator account that was set up as shared while using the logs case administrator again. And in my last log on.
Isa mo na ito pangalan na.
User.
Si Paul Hill. Si Paul yung
first. Ato pangalan na ni.
Ato ang pangalan eh. Oo, wala.
Sa ikaw na lang una.
Sige, pwede man.
Yeah, ikaw admin, ako user.
Go. Lawrence.
Wait lang.
going to type in
Ako,
paul.hill.
User logon,
You'll
logo.
notice there's a separate logon for pre-Windows 2000. Now this field adapts your user logon name to a format that is acceptable by older server operating systems, anything before Windows 2000. For example, if your user logon name was okay, so we're going to click next, and on the next screen,
First thing. Lower. Ay, di ko ka-type.
Nalay mo arrow, bro. Lawrence, Camille.
Lower.
Nataasan ako po ano eh. User login.
Kay Lawrence.Camille. Lawrence, screenshot Lawrence.
CVS lang. Napadako na nimo. Ayaw, pero mo words na. Kita na. Sana na sa Discord ko mo. Wala ko pineng pa. Klaro. Ano? Bago ko copy.
Wala pa nakakita na. Wait lang.
Klaro man nata. No? Klaro man. Medyo klaro.
Medyo klaro man.
Basta makita na itong mga letter. Meron man. Good siguro.
example, if your user logon name was longer than 20, so
Next.
if we had,
Nag-next na siya.
we're asked to set up our user's password.
Yung password
Now I'm
niya.
going to enter the password that I want to use for my account. Just type that in.
Sa'yo nagyawag na
Type
password.
it in, right?
Ano ito mga password?
Ano lang. Password ito rin is admin. At laha. Hindi na akong type.
Wala yung show. Wala na.
Lang, kalimut ang spelling.
Copy-paste na lang. Ibutang sa note niya, copy-paste.
Wait lang.
Kung sa kaya na, sa kuha mo na no, sa admin user.
Administrator ang password, Lord.
Administrator. Ang user ay si Lawrence Camille. Ang password kay administrator. Dako ang administrator.
Gamay lang.
Administrator. Wala yung S na.
Administrator.
Okay.
Provide first password. Since we're creating these accounts for ourselves, not password. I'm going to enter the password actually. What do you use? By the way,
Yan check niya, no? Taro mi.
Okay, so I type it in again to
Karoon pa na ako
confirm.
gi-play. Kinag-type ako.
And then what I'm going to do, since I'm creating this account for myself, and how a new account creation
check
works,
niya.
is that or whatever you just, you'll provide want to change it.
Nag-check na po yung balik.
So I'm going to enter the password I actually want to use to keep things
Wait
worried
lang.
about box. When you're not using it, need to security is useful if you're creating an interface and you know it's going to be a service account and it's going to be used by this on their own account. They're not ready to be, and they're going to check box, arrive, and they're trying
Account
to
is
log in.
disabled.
You'll need to. So what we're going to do now is just
Tapos
click next.
i-enable na po niya
And make
balik.
it
Wala siya gi-check, di ba, sa last na?
Wait lang. User cannot change password.
password never expires.
Excuse me.
Nagay ko. Wala na ko.
Ang kuan last na niya kay mga nasa 6:30.
All right, so what we're going to do now is just click next and click finish.
Wala ko, Lord.
Ha? Ano ka?
Wala ko sa video. Ano tayo yan-check niya?
Wala siya. Yan,
Wala,
check
no?
niya tanan.
Check niya tanan.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Next, no?
Ibo na nimo.
Wala pa.
Igo. Tanaw sa video para maka-sure ka.
All right, so what we're going to do now is
Check
just
na po
click
niya.
next and click
Tapos
finish.
next finish niya. Next. Ayun,
Alag,
Get the account.
yung ako na po na nasubraan ako.
sa 6:40 man na somewhere. 6:39.
All right, so
Dara
what
niya
we're gonna do now is
ginext
just click
finish.
next.
Yeah. Nag-explain pa siya rin, nag-explain.
Next and click finish. And we can see that the account has been administrator in the object here. We can go to the member of the user. This is supposed to be an administrator account. At this point, we can see the type. It's just a regular user. So if we double click on the
Next. Finish.
Next na po, finish.
Finish. Oops. And not set for Lauren because the path does not meet the password I. Never know, caps lock. Okay.
Minimum password.
Okay, fine.
Go
I-back.
back. Go back.
Ba't yun daw? I-caps
Ano,
lock daw ang A daw. Tapos
Hindi.
butig 1.
Sige. Hala. Pandamay. Okay. Edit na, Lord.
Edit na ko ito. Copy na lang dito.
Hala. Administrator 1. Tara. Administrator 1, Lord.
Tapos i-double click si Lawrence Camille user.
the object here. We can go to
Mag-release
the
na
member
lata nilang
of
user
the-
into admin.
And we can see that it's just part of the domain users. Now, to make this account a domain administrator, we need to add the domain admin's membership. And the way you do that is by clicking on
Ako sa members
the
of
add
Add
button.
button.
add
Now we just need to type in domain admins,
domain admin object name.
and then we'll click
Domain
check names.
admin. Ano? Domain admin.
Admins yung gibutan with this.
Admins.
Just need to
Domain
type in
admins.
domain
Okay.
Ayan,
admins,
tanawa na.
Okay.
and then we'll click check names.
Yeah.
And we can see that it underlined the name here, so we
Tapos
can tell
check
that it found it.
names.
So if we click OK, we can see that this is now a domain admin user. Now, we could set this to the primary group, but we can see here there's no need to change the primary group unless you're using Macintosh clients, which we're not using. So just click OK and leave it.
Just
like
click
that.
OK.
Okay, so now we have our user account
no.
created. Now, one thing I want to show you is how a bit in the past, every once in a while, or administrative simple. So what you need to do, domain sets and groups, and at the
Okay.
top where it says find objects in
Find objects.
Active Directory domains you is hundreds of OUs and thousands of users, so it's not that simple. So what you need to do is click this little search button at the top where it says find objects in Active Directory domain services.
So click name mo find user.
Wait lang. Dito.
Para ano sa man eh.
What we would need to do is
Right,
choose users, contacts, and groups, and then under the in box, we're going to search entire directory, and we're going to type in the name of the person. So if we're searching for Paul Hill,
search down nila. Find
see that
now.
it popped up with my account. Now, 9 times out of 10, that's how you're going to find a user account if you're looking for one. You could also go into the advanced and search under fields.
Gipakita rin nila kung saan pag-search. Kung dagan na daw mga user.
Address, fax number. Say if they're not coming
Na
up
yung mga
with
complicated na
their
pag-search
username or their first and last name, but you happen to know their email address, you could go here into user. You could type in email
Sige,
address.
pang-search.
I-search na nila si Paul Hill. Nag-example lang sila if dagan na kag-user.
Okay ko. Administrator, domain users. Napakodri lang. Wala. Sige, butang nga bago. Wala.
Wala. Ipakita rin niya ang kuhan.
Sige daw. I-try na ako daw.
Nasa find object. Kilid sa funnel. Right side na funnel. Dito, drop na. Loading.
Oh no. Sasap. Pumputo na nila.
Dili. Dili na. Tiwala. Puso. Tapos, search nila. Teka.
Find objects,
Tayo na ko.
choose use contacts and groups, and what we would stop where it says find objects in Active Directory domain services. And what we would need to do is choose users, contacts, and groups, and then under the
Nakakuan mo na ang directory dapat naka CCS. Kana. Dapat CCS.
Ay, nana. Pangalan lang, Jod.
Oh, dapat naka CCS na kana yung directory, kana yung gi-click. Dito sa directory in.
Ay, in.
Ah.
Kanay.
What?
Sure ba?
Ay, tifli mo ko
directory
diha
man.
dere. Enter directory daw. Sana.
Enter directory man.
Ay, tifli yaha nga dere. Which is katong... Ay, double click daw ang CCS bago nimo i-click tong kilid sa funnel.
Double click ng CCS.
I-X na ay dili ka nang nasa baba ka nang gamay. Kana click daw na niya funnel ka to.
Say funnel ka na.
Kana kilid sa funnel.
Ano gyapon?
Kana dapat ana. Ay dili ka to, tama to.
Di ba ito? Dili. Ang iyan dire kay enter directory man.
Yeah, ay tifli ang nasa dire.
box. We're
Ay, gibago din niya. Wala pa na
going to type
ginex.
in the name of the person. So if we're searching for Paul Hill,
Okay, tama.
that's how you're gonna find
You
the
right.
user account. If you're looking for one,
Tayo sig
you can
mali
also
ta
go
dire.
to say if you're not
Wala
Search.
na no. Ikaw lang ako
you
be.
can type in .com.
Nag-search naman siya
ID
dire.
and your name will be
Dali
given.
na na
Okay.
Si Lawrence. Here you go. Tama mo dito. Advance mo ka sa kawad eh.
Now, I'll your passwords. It's really simple. If I called in and say, "Hey, my name's Paul," what you do?
Enter directory.
Tama mo to, enter directory.
Enter directory. Tama ba niya? Find down yung gipislet.
Wait lang.
Times out of 10, IT bin or these are like
Sure
different.
na to.
You could also go into the advanced. Times out of 10, that's how you can see.
Find now.
Ato lang. Find now. Nakita ka.
Go. Tapos, ito na pong advance.
10, you don't need to go into this
So,
advanced field.
reset
Just typing
password.
in their name will be good enough. Okay. Now, a lot of times when you're and it's really simple, it's an Active Directory. Entire directory is the most
Okay.
entire
So,
directory.
needed din eh.
Once you find the user account, you right click and choose reset password.
Pero nag-reset password siya.
Now this is the same as that second window when we created the new user account. We have an
Wala, di
unlock the
maklik ang
account.
properties lobet.
Nag-loading po guro. Ako po nag-loading. Pero na. Gawas na? Gawas na.
And we
Gawas
have
na?
second
Gawas
window
ba
account. You right
lagi.
Right click.
and
Proper.
choose reset password.
Reset password
Now,
man. Dili man
Once you find
properties.
if you right
Ah?
click,
Reset password.
Reset password ay. Tama. Ito lang.
Tara, na. Target lock.
and choose reset password. Now this is the same as that second window when we created the new user account. We
So,
have
ito na to?
unlock the account
Oh,
and we
ito.
have
Doon ka natagto. Doon ka natagto sa...
next login.
Doon ka natagto sa
Important
last.
thing to keep in mind here is
Here you go. Admin A na dako. Administrator. Tapos 2.
account lockout status on this domain controller. And we can see that my account is unlocked. If the account was locked, you'd want to check this checkbox down here. Since it's unlocked, there's no need to do it, but it doesn't hurt to go ahead and check it anyway. Now we can create a new password like password 1234, with some exclamation marks and things like that. And we would want the user to change the password at the next logon, and then you would just click OK. I can just do this for demonstration purposes. So if I just create a new password here, you can see that if I just click OK, password for Paul has been changed. So you would just give that password back to them, And sometimes they don't even know what their username is. So the way
Kasi
that you
tuloy,
get that is just
tuloy
double
no.
click on the account
Mm.
and go over here to account, and you can see user logon name is listed there.
Paul.
Okay.
Ay,
So
ako
that's
na
how
lang
you would
i-type B.
find a user account
Isa,
and reset the password. I'm
Nagpad.
telling you, password resets are
Nagpad
like one of the most
day.
common things that happen. Password
Tara.
resets can control
Yeah,
listed
okay.
that. So if I just create a new password here,
Okay na to, no?
Oh, tapos duha man ka check.
we can see that if I just click OK,
Okay,
password
tapos na-change na daw. Nani gawas na-check na yung has been changed, okay?
has been changed. So the way that you get gun name is listed there.
Okay,
Okay. So
explain.
that's how you would find a user account and reset the password. I'm telling you,
Oh, you
password
found.
resets network is. So one last thing that we could do is go under the users container, and we can find the domain administrators.
Users.
User, domain, administrator.
Tama na, dapat.
Kanang user, i-double click niya.
Wala man, doon no item. Tara day.
All right. Now this is a security group. If you remember, when we created our new user account, we
Domain
added them to this
admin.
group. So if we double click on this group and we
Domain, click on domain admin. Domain admins. Kanang baba ng proxy.
So, wait na. Ito, dapat. Wala man siguro ko ano.
Wala, double click lang niya.
Wala, yan na ako malihok, Lord.
Sige lang. Chill lang, chill.
Wala.
Chill.
Galodeng screen.
Ako. Uy, ay pag-gara-gara part. Oops, tara. Ay, wala na. Ano na? Tara, yun na.
Ha? Dili man.
I-click niyo mo kuhan admin.
Dili. Nakaka pa. Naglag. Tara, naglag.
Tara, yun na.
Tara. Ito to?
Domain admin ka na baba sa proxy ang ano.
Double click.